She wasn't born rich. She wasn't connected. She was an immigrant from Barbados who turned rejection into one of the most profitable beauty brands in history. This is how Rihanna went from broke to billionaire, and how her Fenty revolution changed the game for women, culture, and business forever. Before the fame, before the billion-dollar headlines, there was just Robin Rihanna Fenty, a little girl growing up on the island of Barbados. Her father sold clothes on the side of the road. Her mother worked long hours as an accountant. The family had enough to survive, but not enough to dream comfortably. Rihanna's childhood was filled with music, calypso, reggae, pop, and a quiet sense that her life was meant for something more. At just 15, her voice caught the attention of Evan Rogers, an American music producer vacationing in Barbados. She auditioned in a living room, barefoot and nervous. Rogers was blown away. Within months, she was on a flight to New York with nothing but a demo CD, a suitcase, and her mother's blessing. She was a teenager from a small island walking into the biggest music city on earth. Every door she opened led to rejection, until one meeting changed her life forever. At 17, Rihanna was signed to Def Jam Records, under the guidance of Jay-Z himself. Her debut hit, Ponder Replay, exploded, but behind the lights and stages was a girl fighting to find her place. The industry wanted her to be a pop star, not a boss. Every photo shoot, every video, every public appearance was shaped by others. She earned global fame, yet her early contracts left her with little financial control. She learned a painful truth. Being famous doesn't mean being free. Rihanna began watching how money moved behind the scenes, the managers, brand deals, endorsements. She studied ownership. She noticed how other artists lost their wealth through dependency. Between tours, she began to ask new questions. How do I own my name? How do I control my image? What if I build something bigger than music? These questions turned her frustration into fuel. She had already conquered sound. Now, she wanted to conquer business. By her late 20s, Rihanna was a global icon, but she saw a problem others ignored. In beauty aisles across America, makeup shades stopped halfway down the skin tone spectrum. Darker women, like herself, were often told, "Your shade isn't available." That gap was more than a beauty issue. It was a billion-dollar opportunity. Rihanna teamed up with LVMH, the French luxury powerhouse that owned Louis Vuitton and Dior. Most people thought she was too young or too urban to build a luxury brand. She didn't listen. In 2017, she launched Fenty Beauty with one bold promise: beauty for all. The brand dropped 40 foundation shades, a move so revolutionary that competitors scrambled to catch up. Within weeks, Fenty Beauty made over $100 million in sales. But money wasn't her victory, representation was. She had turned diversity into dominance. Every product sold carried her identity, her roots, her message. Every woman deserves to be seen. For the first time, Rihanna wasn't just the face of a brand. She was the owner of one. Fenty's success wasn't luck. It was strategy. Rihanna didn't follow the industry. She disrupted it. Her products didn't talk down to people. They spoke to them. Fenty Beauty campaigns featured real women, models with freckles, vitiligo, and every shade of skin. The world had never seen luxury marketed with such authenticity. Then came a second wave, Savage X Fenty, her lingerie brand. It launched in 2018, and once again, Rihanna flipped the narrative. Where Victoria's Secret sold fantasy, Savage X Fenty sold reality. Models weren't airbrushed, they were celebrated. Women of every shape, race, and identity were finally part of the conversation. The shows became cultural events, a blend of fashion, music, and empowerment. Rihanna wasn't just designing lingerie. She was redesigning confidence. Her brands became symbols of modern womanhood, fearless, inclusive, and unapologetically bold. By 2021, Rihanna had become the youngest self-made female billionaire in the United States. Her empire, now valued at over $1.7 billion, was built not on heritage wealth, but on intuition, innovation, and identity. And through it all, she remained grounded, reminding the world that her success was rooted in Barbados, not Hollywood. Her accent, her authenticity, her defiance, she never changed them to fit in. She made the world change instead. Rihanna's story isn't just a success, it's a strategy. She didn't get rich by chasing trends. She got rich by solving problems no one else cared about. Lesson 1. Pain is data. Her experience with underrepresentation became her billion-dollar idea. Lesson 2. Don't chase fame. Chase ownership. She turned her image into intellectual property. Lesson 3. Build equity, not dependency. Instead of endorsements, she demanded partnerships. Lesson 4. Serve everyone, but speak authentically to your people first. Inclusivity built her empire. Lesson 5. Stay visible, but think invisible. While others chase spotlight, she built systems. Her success formula is universal. Spot what's missing. Build what's needed. Own what you create. Fenty Beauty wasn't a business move. It was a rebellion. A declaration that women of color could lead luxury, not just model it. Rihanna became living proof that culture is capital, and authenticity, when scaled correctly, pays like no investment ever could. She didn't wait for approval. She built her own table, and now the world eats at it. Rihanna's Fenty revolution wasn't an accident. It was architecture. A woman from Barbados built a billion-dollar brand by believing in what the world ignored. So, what are you sitting on right now? An excuse or your empire? If this story lit something in you, don't let it fade. Subscribe to Path to Billions, where every episode turns real lives into real blueprints. Because your come up could be the next one we tell.